A riot is an ugly thing. And I think that it is just about time that we had one! Kill the monster!
Hey, what's up, everybody? Jazzbro Gonzo here. Another episode of What's Next, Daily Dose. Happy Wednesday. Well, SCOTUS. The Justices of the Supreme Court. Yes. All it took was one leaked document of the inevitable overturning of Roe v. Wade to get the mobs all riled up. But according to White House Press Secretary Jen Circleback Psaki, yes, outgoing Jen Psaki, they're just peaceful. Why do you have a problem? Let's take a look. This comes out of Breitbart. Watch. Jen Psaki says White House encourages peaceful protests outside Justice's home. Yes, we encourage the peaceful protests just like in 2020. Oh my.
I do want to ask as well, the Department of Justice was very swift in responding to school board members who felt like they were being harassed and intimidated.
Which, of course, was absolutely false.
Does the president feel that the demonstrations outside of, say, Justice Alito's home, are those attempts to interfere or intimidate?
Wait for it.
I think I said yesterday, but I'm happy to repeat because I think it's important for everybody to hear, that the president's long-standing view has been that violence, threats, and intimidation of any kind have no place in political discourse.
Well, with that being said, let's get to the facts, shall we? White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki, outgoing, said Tuesday that the Biden administration encourages peaceful protests outside the homes of Supreme Court justices, despite the fact that such protests aim to intimidate the judiciary and appear to be legal under federal law. As Breitbart News reported Saturday, angry mobs of pro-abortion protesters gathered outside the homes of Supreme Court justices after the leak of a draft majority opinion by one Justice Samuel Alito that would reverse Roe v. Wade. Though the protests have been, quote, peaceful, they are virtually unprecedented in a way to pressure the highest court, both directly and personally. This is outside of Chief Justice John Roberts' house.
Abortion, safe and legal. You don't care if people die. You don't care if people die.
You don't care, people die. So the babies don't count as people. Gotcha. Title 18 of the U.S. Code, Section 1507, makes protests outside private residence of a federal judge a federal crime. Whoever, with the intent of interfering with, obstructing, impeding administration of justice, with the intent of influencing any judge, juror, witness, or court officer in the discharge of his duty, pickets, parades, or near a building housing court of the United States, or in near a building residence occupied by such judge, juror, witness, or court officer with such intent, uses any sound truck or similar device, resorts to any demonstration or near any such building or residence shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 1 year or both. That's federal law. But according to Dementia Boy, who gives two? On Friday, Psaki was asked about her impending protest, but declined to condemn or criticize them. On Monday, she issued a tweet denouncing violence, but did not specifically mention the protests outside the homes of Supreme Court justices. POTUS strongly believes in the constitutional right to protest, but that should never include violence, threats, vandalism. Judges perform an incredible, important function of our society. They must be able to do their jobs without concern for their personal safety. Yes, because angry mobs with violence, vitriol, and rhetoric doesn't constitute. All right, again, gotcha. On Tuesday, during her daily White House briefing, Psaki was asked whether the president felt that the demonstrations outside, say, Justice Alito's house, are those attempts to interfere or intimidate The reporter noted that the Department of Justice had responded quickly and harshly to protests outside the homes of school board members in recent months, of course, as you just saw. Psaki appeared to conflate protests outside places of business, abortion clinic, with protests at private residences or protests at private residences of individual government officials, with protests aiming to sway a Supreme Court case. When the reporter alluded to federal law against protests outside judges' homes, given the pending case, Psaki was evasive again. That's why she's Circleback. That's why. She's Queen Circleback. Come on. Well, I think that intimidation and protest, intimidation outside the homes of school board members, the Michigan Secretary of State, intimidation and threats against people seeking legal reproductive health care, death mills against our capital and American democracy also warrant some outrage. And we haven't really seen that. Notably, Psaki did not deny protests outside private residences constitutes an attempt to intimidate the justices. My thoughts. Once again, they don't call her Circleback for nothing. It's amazing that she is the only one, maybe in political history, that can dance on the head of a pin. So when it came to these school board members who were supposedly threatened, which of course evidence to the contrary and said otherwise, that's bad. Okay? As I said in a video that I posted on TikTok, you burn buildings, shoot cops, loot stores, upend residences, but in 2020, that was peaceful. You storm the Capitol, you break entering, you have a woman, an innocent woman, getting shot and killed by DC Metro cop. That's insurrection. Okay. People storming justices' addresses that were doxed. Violent rhetoric to the point where you are driving some of the justices out of their homes to safety because of fear of attack. That's peaceful protest. Gotcha. And with that being said, I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.